Hi everyone, welcome back to Mrs. Real Food channel. I hope everyone is doing amazing. In today's recipe, we are going to prepare the classic Ghana garden egg stew, but this time made with eggplants. So eggplants and garden eggs or nyadwa are from the same family. So this is the one I use when I can't get my hands on any garden eggs, and the taste is just the same. Okay, so if you are interested, let's get started. So for this recipe I have got eggplant. So this is how it looks like. You see, it's a garden egg but bigger and with a black skin. Okay, so guys, just so you know, I had about 10 eggplants that I have diced because I'm making a big pot of stew. So now I'm just going to boil it. You know, in Ghana we use momone, that stinky fish, to give it a bit of flavor, but I couldn't get it this time, so I decided to use salted fish or koobi, already washed. So I'm going to cook it together with the eggplants. Hey guys, I am back. So this is it. I'm going to remove my koobi or salted fish, and you can also see that the eggplant is also cooked. It's nice and soft. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard the water because we don't need it in this recipe. Okay, and then I'm going to mash it, just mash it straight from the pot with a tapoli. The thing I'm using here is called tapoli. You can use your blender, but if you use your blender, make sure it doesn't get too smooth. Maybe use the pulse button. Okay, so yeah, or use your asanka. So now let's make the stew. So I'm going to heat up some palm oil, and I always use zomi. I've said it before. So when the oil is hot, I'm going to fry my koobi. At this stage, if you are not using koobi, you can use momone, which is the Ghanaian fermented fish or stinky fish. Okay, so I'm just going to let it fry for a few minutes on each side. Let's say about 3 to 5 minutes on one side, and then 3 to 5 minutes on the other side. Then I'll take it out and then add in my sliced onions. Stir and let it fry until translucent. In the meantime, I'm going to blend my garlic, ginger, scotch bonnets and onion. Here it is. So I am now adding it to the pot. Next, I am going to stir and let it simmer for about 10 minutes on a medium heat. Next, I am going to add my tomatoes. So these are fresh tomatoes, and I have removed the seeds as well. Alternatively, you can use chopped tomatoes or plum tomatoes in can. It's up to you, but it's always better to use the fresh tomatoes. Now cover and let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes on the lowest heat. Next, I'm going to add in my sardines and mackerel. So I've got sardines in tomato sauce, sardine in oil sauce, mackerel in oil sauce, and mackerel in tomato sauce. I like to mix them up a bit. So now gently stir and let it cook for about 5 minutes on a medium heat. Guys, it is now time to add in our mashed eggplants. So if you are using garden eggs instead, this is also the correct time to add in your garden eggs. As I said, this is another option. It tastes the same. It's the same family. Okay, so now gently stir and then add in your seasoning. So when I'm making eggplant stew or gardening stew, I like to add some crayfish powder or ground crayfish or shrimp. I really like it. And then I'm gonna add some food seasoning powder, and that's it. That's all I use, nothing more than that. Then I'm going to stir it again. Then I'm going to let it cook for about 10 minutes on a medium heat. So basically you could stop your stew here, but I'm going to add in my eggs. You know, as a good Ghanaian, I need to add in my eggs. Then I'm going to cover to create a steam inside the pot. And this is it. Look at this yummy stew, guys. This is amazing. So I'm going to stir it gently again. At this point our stew is ready, guys. But I said but I am going to add in my koobi or salted fish. I've removed most of the bones just because of the children, because I don't want them to choke on it. Okay, so add it, and then of course I'm going to add in more eggs, boiled eggs this time. You don't have to, guys, you don't have to, but this is the extra step I'm taking. And then again I'm going to stir it gently, and then I'm going to let this cook for a further 10 minutes on the lowest heat possible, guys. And our stew is ready. I promise you, you won't taste the difference between the garden eggs and the eggplant. It's very, very similar, and it's just amazing. So guys, this is the end of my video. I really hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, leave me a message, don't forget to share my videos, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy your stew with boiled yam, boiled plantain, potatoes, or anything you like. See you next time. Bye bye.